Hello, everybody. It's Jason from Halo Life and Halo Labs. I'm here with Christopher Cogswell. Christopher, how you doing?
Hey, good, Jay. How are you doing?
Good. Good to be with you again. Hey, we are reviewing another Whole World Botanicals product, this time Royal Maca. For those of you who haven't seen other Whole World Botanical reviews, we also have the Royal Camu review, which I encourage you to check out. Royal Camu is a really potent form of vitamin C that I learned a lot about during the review, so I encourage you to take a look as well. But right now, we're going to take a look at Royal Maca. And tell me about this product. I've actually just started taking it, and I'll tell you about my experience, but I want to hear from you first.
Sure, sure. Well, I have looked at many, many products over the years. I don't even know how many, and this is one of the absolute best all-around products. And the reason is that at a time everyone seems to be looking for extra energy, maca is a fantastic option for people because most of us are looking for extra energy using stimulants of some form or another, and those have a tendency to actually be hard on the endocrine system, which really is the source of our energy, of our hormonal energy in the body. People don't often think of this complex symphony of hormones that our body puts out to support our well-being, but it's the adrenals, the thyroid, the pancreas, the pituitary, all these glands are putting out hormones to regulate everything. And as we age, the endocrine system slows down and is hit hard by our fast-paced life and the toxins in the world. And the question is, can we restore it? And without making a direct claim about maca, I will say that the research, as well as traditional knowledge by people who've used it for millennia or at least centuries, suggests that yes, there's a profound application of maca to help support and strengthen our endocrine system.
And I find that it's energy without like the hard edge and the terrible crash that even something as simple as a cup of coffee, the caffeine in a cup of coffee can give me. I had to stop drinking caffeinated coffee, and for the most part, I don't drink any caffeinated beverages at all because of that like jitteriness that I get. How is maca different? What is it doing in the body that's different?
Yeah, well, it really supports the body's through a set of complex pathways. It's supporting the body's ability to produce hormones in the amount and the ratios that they need to be produced. So we can.
So the research says that it's regulating hormone output.
It's helping the endocrine system do what it's meant to do at a
Gotcha.
higher level than what most of us experience as we age. So if you could turn up the efficiency of the endocrine system and support it to be more healthy and better functioning, then you could experience things like the scientific literature indicates that we would experience, which is higher levels of energy, better sleep, better mood, healthier sexual energy, an overall hormone balance. Now, this is what scientific studies say will happen. The traditional cultures used it for very similar reasons, and that's what's so fascinating. My background's in anthropology, so I really take a lot of stock in what the ancient wisdom of various traditions say about a product and about diet and nutrition. They have a lot to teach us. And when you have people who go through the trouble that the people of Peru and the Andes did to produce this root high up, 11,000 feet in the mountains, and then do this for so many years and revere it for its effects of, all the things I just said, then we should really pay attention.
Yeah, so there's actually for sure. There's actually evidence that the Incans were growing and using maca. Is that right?
I believe so. Yeah, it was very common in the Andes, the high Andes. That would have been the Incan territory. So yeah.
Yeah. Is it very challenging to grow?
I don't know the exact intricacies. I would love to go there, and I plan to go there and visit with the peoples of the Amazon and the the Andes and learn more and directly. But
Okay, well, we'll
what I
have to
do
make
know
a business trip of it, and you'll have to bring me along.
absolutely, yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
But what I do know is that this company that produces it contracts with traditional cultures of, Peru to produce this, and just in the old way. So they still plant and harvest according to the phases of the moon, and do this in the ancient tradition, which the traditional cultures knew that you had to cook it. So you had to subject it to a particular type of cooking process, which neutralize the anti-nutrients, which are very common in a lot of vegetables, but in particular in maca. And once you were able to neutralize these anti-nutrients, then it was a fantastic food, or I guess we would call it a supplement. They would call it probably a food because they just had it all around. But yeah, it's grown at 11,000 feet or high up in the Andes. At least that's the way to do it, in the old style.
Yeah.
And I'll just add one more thought, that if people have tried maca on the market and they haven't gotten results, it's probably because they have experienced the cheap maca that's coming in from abroad, other parts of the world, especially Asia in this case. 80% of the market is this stuff, and it's about 30% is effective, or usually, and if that. So unfortunately, in the nutrition industry, that's often what happens. A company comes in with a great product, people sense, dollars floating in the water, so they dive in like sharks, try to put out a product that has the name of the product, everyone's searching for on the bottle. It may not have any in there, and then it gets out into the world. They make a lot of money, but people have terrible experiences. They give up on the product, not knowing that there are good companies out there. And that's what happened with maca, and it's still the case with maca. It's an industry that, there's a lot of poor quality products out there. So it's important to,
Gotcha.
If you want to try it, give it an honest chance. You should try the good stuff, and that's this.
This is the good stuff. Yeah, I'll just remind everybody that's watching that, whole World Botanicals was selected after pretty extensive research on your part, and that's really true of every product that we showcase for you guys at HALOLABS. These are products that are really carefully vetted, that we take a tremendous deep dive into, not only into the science and safety and all of those aspects, but also into the company and the company's culture and their beliefs. And we really try to pick the best quality products from companies that we have a real sort of values alignment with. And I think we've definitely found that in Whole World. I want to go back to something that you said earlier. You mentioned a couple of times that as we age, something like maca becomes more important. Who is maca for?
Maca actually, interestingly enough, is helpful for people of almost all ages. I'll say from 30 on up. And there's slightly different protocols for different gender, sex, people of different sexes at different ages. And just look on the bottle and look on our website for that. But because people have different needs, different hormonal fluctuations as they go into different phases of life, amazingly enough, maca, again, because it supports the endocrine system to do what it does, it doesn't have to have different effects for different phases of life and different genders. It just supports the endocrine system to do its job better. So
Gotcha.
that's quite almost miraculous, I think, that one product could do that. But we've had some tremendous stories and reports from people in our network, women and men, about maca. And all I can say is, check it out. It is one of the great products, I think, in the nutritional world today. So.
Great. Is maca the kind of thing that you take daily or just as needed? How does one use it?
It's a good question. You can take it daily, but you should be aware that finding the right dose takes a little bit of practice. You should start slow. Don't overdo it at first. And occasionally you should take a day off and not do it every single day. So give your body.
And just like to note the effect of taking a day off.
Yeah, but also I think what I understand is that when you give yourself a day every once in a while off of maca, then you can, I don't know if it's resensitizing yourself to the effects or what, but there seems to be a helpful effect for certain people and in certain cases of taking a day off here and there. You can even do it every other day as a guy or as a woman. So just pay attention to your body. If you find that you know you might want to take a day off, just do it.
Yeah,
And you know,
good. Well,
we can offer people you know, support. They can email us if they have questions, and we have other ways of helping, you know, to get your questions answered as well on
that's
these
great. And there is a lot of information on the Halo Labs website and on every bottle, of course, itself. So yeah, I promised to tell you about my experience with it.
Yeah, please.
You gave it to me, and you know, I didn't feel like I needed a vitality product necessarily, but I wanted to try it. I wanted to see the effect, and I was really surprised because, again, you know, when I've taken sort of stimulating products in the past, or even caffeine, I'm very sensitive to those sorts of things. But with maca, I felt more alert more than anything. I just felt not the jittery kind of alert, just sort of a it's difficult to describe, almost like a pure sort of, you know, alert presence is how I guess I can describe it.
Yep.
But yeah, I did it day on, day off, day on, and I'm on my day off right now. I'm going to take it again tomorrow. So I think, you know, let's do a follow-up video
Sure.
and talk about it a little bit more. And with that, unless you have anything else to say, are we
No,
complete?
no, this has
All
been
right.
great, Jane.
Great. So thank you to everyone who's watching this video. Remember that we have other whole world botanical products in the Halo Lab store, and you can check out the reviews there. Until next time, peace and love to you. We'll talk to you again really soon.